Ooh, hello. Oh, we're in the wrong scene. That's the wrong scene. That's my capture card. There we go. All right, now we're cool. Now we're cool. Hello, everybody. It's Tuesday, so time for more game dev stuff. Game dev is in air quotes. I don't know if it really counts yet. We don't know how to make walls or doors. Try to figure that out. And then also last time we had an issue where our character's movement seemed kind of stuttery. And I found an explanation for that, or a potential one. And that is that there are two kinds of processes. There's like a process command, but then there's also a physics process command. And people were saying if you follow the tutorial, you might have movement under physics process, and physics process updates multiple times per frame, but then that can lead to it kind of rendering janky movement because it's in the middle of rendering or updating. And so if you change it to just process, then it will update once per frame exactly when you want it to, and it won't look janky. But for us, no, it's just in process. Hey, Teamworm. How's it going, dude? Okay, well, I found multiple Reddit posts that said they had an answer for me, but it looks like they don't. Some people also had some other answers that you could download an add-on that made the movement smoother even if you used physics process rather than process. But you know what? Let's just make sure it still looks funky. Does our movement still look weird? You know, I feel like it looks better than before. And that makes no sense. Yeah, it looked like weird and jittery all the time. Now it's only occasionally weird and jittery. And really, it's only when I change directions, right? Oh, no, there's a little there. There. Yeah, okay, it's still weird. It's still weird. Okay, I'll keep doing research to figure it out, but it is functional. Okay, so the thing I want to do today is we're gonna attempt to figure out how the hell to make like doors and walls. So oh my god, I've been away for a week and I feel like I just don't know where anything is anymore. Okay, so let's go into Firefox and let's get the Godot tutorial. No, not all that. Let's get the Godot tutorial back up. I had one page of it saved. There we go. Okay, so how would I conceptualize a wall? You could think of a wall as like an enemy, but you can't walk into it and it doesn't move, right? So we're not going to look at the player input. We're going to look up shoot, where do we actually set up the mob scene? Oh, it's in your first 2D game, duh. Okay, let's open content. Creating the enemy. Okay, so we're gonna try and, like I said, conceptualize a wall being like an enemy, except it doesn't move. And you can't walk into it. Instead of when you walk into it, you die. You just don't walk into it. You can't. You get stopped. So we're going to try to do that on our own. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Ooh, I'm also remembering that we did not set our player starting position. Oh, well, hold on. Actually, it looks like we did. It says start position. Okay, let's fix that before we jump into to making some walls. So it was either encoding the player, or it was in like the main game scene or the heads-up display. There's some point at which we were supposed to set a starting position. Function, start position. Position equals POS. Okay, so this here you don't actually set it to any specific thing, so it must be later. We could just search for starting position. See how that goes. Oh no, this is like all their documents. Oh, using navigation paths. Oh shit. That sounds cool. Okay, so that's not gonna work. We're gonna have to search through each section on our own. Oh my god, take me back. Okay, so let's look at the main game scene. Okay, so we did this. We made a marker 2D and we called it start position. Right? We did. Okay, oh my god, I don't have Firefox up. It was a long weekend, people. So if I'm even more off than usual, you know, that would be why. I have been dealing with a recurring stomach ulcer. It was gone for a while, and then friends came to visit, and we had a great time, and of course, we drank some alcohol. And I had like 3 drinks. I had like 2 drinks back to back, and then 1 drink the next day, and oh, my stomach ulcer's not happy. I thought he was gone. I thought he wasn't here anymore. He's still here. He's fucking pissed at me. Pretty lame. Now I can't eat weed cookies, because that also hurts. My body is not the most resilient. Anyway. Okay, so we actually made the timer, but... or not timer, we made the position. But where do we actually set it? It's right here. Set the one-shot property of start timer. Okay, so then we need to go back to this. We need to click on the start position node, and then there is a one-shot property of start timer. We need to set that to on, and then set position to 244.50. But that, we have the position correct, because we wanted in the middle of our little window rather than in the middle of their window, because their window is a weird shape. Their viewport is strange. Not the ulcer again? Yeah. Did I play Wonder though? Yes. My friends and I took some fun drugs and played Wonder, and it was very fun. We played that, and then we played Cocoon, that like puzzle game that came out last year, and we beat that. Cocoon was fucking amazing. So was Mario Wonder. They were both great. Mario Wonder, we beat like 3 worlds. So I don't know how much more there is, but we have more to do. I'm not sure if I want to wait till they come visit again in a few months, or if I'm just going to play through it on my own, because it was really fun. They did such a great job of just, like, every level, there's something new and fucking weird. And it's great. It's so much fun. It's also great when you're on hallucinogenic drugs. So where the hell does one find the one-shot property? I'm gonna fucking Google that. We're gonna Google that. One-shot properties. Nope, that's real estate. All right, you should probably add the word Godot. I might just be down in one of these somewhere. Because I'm assuming one shot is like, you need to do it once, rather than something that's going to be happening over and over. Oh my god, no, that says set the one-shot property of start timer. No, so that's a property for timers specifically. Damn it. I can't read today. Oh my god, that's for the start timer. We just need to set the position of start position. But we did do that. We did do that, and it's evident we did that because of where it is. Okay, let's make sure. Let's make sure that start position is the position that it's in. So what if we changed this? It's at 198. Let's change it to 250. Okay, great. It moves. So, you know, for the sake of whatever, let's just make it 120 and 200. And then we must have missed how to actually tie that to our player. Okay, so we immediately go into spawning mobs. And that's not helpful. And then instancing the mob scene so we can have multiple mobs. This is for game over and new game, which this has the player start in the start position. Let's make sure my start position is start with a capital S, P with a position with a capital P, and no spaces. So it is written the same way. So then I might just need to have this function in the script, but like not when well, I mean, I guess when a new game happens, but I haven't really added that functionality in because we're gonna have to figure out how to make a game that fucking saves. Oh my god, I don't know how to do that. Probably for a while we just will always start a new game when the game runs. Okay, so then we need to look at like the main script, right? And we need to make sure somewhere in here we need this. Wonder if it's okay to just have it like at the very beginning. And then we need to like tab it in so that it's part of this function. Like I'm assuming the ready function is like when the thing is loaded and ready, it's going to do these things. It's going to make sure the viewport is the correct size, and maybe it'll start our player in the player position. Let's see what happens. Probably not. Oh, it just crashed. Okay, they didn't like me adding that in. Okay, all right. I'm sure this will get frustrating at certain points when I'm trying to, I don't know, as the game grows and I need to add in functions and I just don't understand how they work. I'm sure it'll get annoying, but right now it's kind of funny. I feel like a fucking, like, I don't know, like a Dr. Frankenstein just fucking around. So where would be an appropriate place to put this? Will you tell me why you're mad at me? Invalid get index position. So did we not define start position yet? Suppose we should make sure that we do that. So let's take this out. And then maybe it's in the player script. Oh shit, I'm in the player script, not the main script. Or am I? Interesting. Interesting. Hey, Dirk Lover. No, it's my ulcer. It's my ulcer. New mic? No. I hope not. Oh god. Let me make sure. My friends and I were I had some friends over. We were messing around with the VR headset, and it likes to no, we're on the same mic. It likes to take over the microphone functions. Our ulcer? Oh my god. Teamworm, I would imagine you're more responsible about digestive related things than I am. So if that was the case, I would just feel even worse because it would be my fault probably. Like if we shared a stomach or something. I don't know. Okay, so I'm confused as to why the get viewport thing is in the player script. That's very strange. Okay. But we do have the player start position thing, but only when we start a new game. And I don't think we have anything to actually start a new game at the moment. We don't have an actual command that does that. We have things that happen when we do that. You're good about chewing. That's it. That's so interesting. Does that mean you get to like enjoy food more because you have to chew it extra? Instead of like, you know, when you give a dog like a nice piece of steak, they just like swallow it in 2 seconds and you kind of get the feeling like you're not enjoying that. Does that mean you enjoy things more because you have to chew them a bunch, or do you have to chew things so much that you're like, God, this is annoying? Okay, we're gonna try fucking putting this thing in here instead of in the player script, and we'll see. Oh, the scene is still like running. Are you? Oh, it did. It disappeared, but it just got minimized. Okay, goodbye. Thank you. Yep. Oh, it's more annoying than anything. That sucks. But you have a strong jaw. Sweet. Damn it. Bro, start in the starting position. What's your fucking problem, man? Fucking... You start here. You start in the middle. I hate you. Fuck. How? Oh my god, that would be funny if we put it in the process section, since it's called every frame, if it just kept resetting the character. Okay, so why would this not start him at start position? We have start position defined. It is absolutely a thing. What's your problem? Steak is worse now because of how much you have to chew it. Yeah, honestly, I would imagine so. It's already kind of annoyingly chewy. I'm not a fan of steaks that you have to chew a lot, which usually means I only eat like 1 or 2 bites of steak. So I'm that like weird, annoying person who the only time I ever order steak is if it's like part of a meal where it's a tiny steak, or if someone gets a steak, I bug them for a bite. You know, you're usually like friends or whatever, so it's not awkward that I'm pressuring them to let me eat some of their steak. Okay, so this might have to be something that I experiment with on my own, and make a note to do that. Figure out starting position, and I still have the tab open about figuring out how to fix the jitteriness of the character movement. I think we're gonna try an add-on since the listed solutions didn't work. Disappointing. Okay, so then let's take this out because it didn't do what we wanted it to do, and it seems like it doesn't do anything, but you know. Okay, so then at this point we can probably go back to trying to figure out how to make some walls. Me yelling at unrelated customers for some steak. Yeah, unrelated, unknown, people I don't have a relationship with. I'm walking to the bathroom and I'm like, ooh, hey, I like steak. Have a bite, dude. I wonder how many people would let me do that. Would it be 0%? I feel like there's some overly chill people who would be like, yeah, man, take a bite of my steak. Here you go. Oh, shit. That would be a fun experiment to run, but the people who didn't like it would probably reflect negatively on the restaurant, and so that'd be not cool. Okay, so then let's see what's involved with making a mob. We make a rigid body 2D because that's what a mob is, right? So we can do that with the wall. Now, we're also going to add an animated sprite. But maybe, since it's a wall... Oh no, I banged my mic. Since it's a wall, we could do like a not animated sprite. Are there non-animated sprites? Let's start setting stuff up. So we need to go to scene and then new scene, and it's going to be a rigid body 2D. That part is absolutely correct. And then we're going to add to that a sprite. Does it have to be animated? No. And we can, yeah, great. Okay, we can just do a regular old sprite. Okay, cool. I assume we could do animated sprite and then just like give it one frame, but maybe that would cause problems later or just be unnecessary. People are going to awkwardly avoid confrontation and some won't care, but maybe like 15%. Ooh, your guess is 15%? Damn, I wish we could run this experiment. It'd be so good. It'd be so cool to know. If we had, like, people predict that we'll have, like, simulations of reality to figure things out. And, like, obviously we already have not that great ways to simulate reality. But it would be pretty sweet to use a reality simulation thing to figure out how many people would actually let me have a bite of their steak. What, Dirk Lover? Entity looks like some random mob got evaluated and got a higher paying job where it's immortal. That's like deity, not entity. Forget what you said. All right. I sensed the beginnings of a Dirk Lover dad joke in there. Okay, so we have our rigid body. What else are we doing? A collision shape. And a visible on-screen notifier. Now, I don't know if we need that. We absolutely need a collision shape. I don't think we need the notifier thing. Okay, so add another thing. Wait, but I want to make sure that it ends up being a child of rigid body, not a child of sprite. Didn't have anything selected, so it would probably do what I wanted, but maybe. Did I misspell collision? Interesting, if you misspell collision, it still brings up collision polygon 2D. But if you don't misspell collision, only then can you see collision shape 2D. Weird. Okay. All right. Oh, and then we want to set the children so they can't be selected. Nope. No. So we need to go to the 2D section. It confuses me that this menu is up here, but it affects menus down here. My view is like the higher up the menu, a higher up menu shouldn't be for specific things down here. It should be for everything. But, you know, what do I know? It works. It fucking works. Okay, so we want to click this button to prevent the children from being like selected and moved individually or whatever. Okay, cool. Then what do we want to do? What do they have us do in the tutorial? Okay, setting the gravity scale seems like an okay idea. We don't want our walls to be falling. Kind of. There's probably a smarter solution. Like maybe telling the game to not make things fall down, because down on the screen is no longer where gravity would pull things. Now gravity would pull things into the screen because we're doing a like isometric top-down kind of situation. But if I have to remake this game from the ground up, that won't be so bad. Mostly a learning process at this point. And our goal is to only create a like a demo section of a full game. And so then maybe when I switched over to make the full game, we would just start from the ground up at that point. Okay, so next thing we need to do. Okay, I don't think we need to worry about collision stuff. The walls are not going to be moving. Unless I come up with some kind of like trippy ass dream sequence where walls do weird shit they shouldn't be doing. But, you know, for now, we won't worry about that. Seems like something to handle when it comes to it. Okay, so now they're having us do the animations. So let's look around at the regular sprite and see how do we make a regular sprite have a texture. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, there's so many texture options. Holy shit. Let's see, what will quick load do? Okay, cool. That gets us kind of what we're after. Let's see. So this is the whole tile sheet, but can we choose a section of it? Okay, wait, go back. Go back to Sprite 2D. What happened? Nope, now you're changing the size of it. Okay. How might I select only a portion of you? Okay, let's read through all these. Canvas texture, compressed texture 2D, portable compressed texture. We're looking for like a tile map, like just a piece of a tile map. Image, atlas, mesh, curve. Radiant, animated, camera, placeholder. Dang. Okay. So maybe that's not the way to go about this. Maybe it is. Let's see. If we look into transform, we can change the position and rotation and size, but we can't like crop it. Let me hop over here for now. You know what? One thing to try real quick. I don't think this will be it, but we can OBS if you hold Alt or Control. Instead of resizing something, it lets you crop easily. But that looks like a no for that. Okay. Okay, so maybe we can look up tile map stuff again and figure out how to use our little sci-fi tile map. Could also potentially just draw an individual tile to be this texture, to be the texture for the wall, but I want to actually use tile maps for the game because it's like efficient or whatever, you know? So the sooner we learn, the better. Okay, so we had looked at this before. Pause the music for a second.
So the new Godot 4 alpha version just
Oh my
dropped.
god, it's so
and with it, we
quiet.
can play with the new tile map we all awaited.
Okay,
And you
it's
guys
quiet for
wanted
me.
a
I had my
tutorial on
volume
how
down.
to use that thing. So here it is. Let's make a little scene using this tile set you can get
Okay,
for free
so
on itch.io. We add a tile map to the scene and add a tile set to the tile map. Here we can set the size of the individual tiles, 16 x 16 in our case. We get greeted with the message, this tile map's tile set has no source configured. Added a tile.
Okay, so we have to actually add the tile map to the scene, which makes sense. But then what do we do from there?
All the way down here. It also says tile set and only is visible when we select the tile map on the top left. So we click that. We can drag our
Person's
image in
accent
and it
is
will
fucking
automatically
cool.
be split into tiles. It's so smart, it even leaves empty tiles out. The image is now called a tile atlas. We can delete it with this dragging over the tree's tiles. We can also change tiles manually by clicking the cursor icon and then.
All right, let's just do this part of it. And then let's see if that'll work for us. Okay, so we need to add this into the scene. Add a tile map. All right, and then we need to go over to here. To do new tile set. And then we have to actually click tile set here. Then we need a source. Create a new source by using the add button on the left or by dropping a tile set texture onto the source list. So we can come down here and just like do that. The atlas's texture was modified. Would you like to automatically create tiles in the atlas? I mean, yeah, sure, we can just adjust from there. Okay. So how do I say, like, essentially I want these both to be a single wall. So we can like do select. Okay, what happens if I delete you? And can I stretch you? Okay, cool. So now we have this tile piece. And you know, we might as well do it to these. It'll be kind of nice to have kind of some like randomized walls. Anything else that would function well as a wall? No. No, those look like the walls. Oh, that looks like an interesting kind of door situation, maybe. Okay. And I'm thinking maybe next week, maybe the week after, depending on how slow this goes. Once we figure out walls, I want to actually like do some pixel art. Get our own assets in here instead. Before we do that, I'll have to look at some different character designs like Pokemon and Minute and other games that have a like low-res isometric perspective and figure out what we want to do. I think something we're going to have to do that I don't want to do necessarily is to have characters with large heads. It's hard to display facial details on a small scale. Stardew Valley kind of nails it, so we might try to go Stardew Valley's route. You're a bit more limited in what you can express facially, but the proportions are better. All right, so now that we have the tile set, do we have like a special option for this sprite? And shit, should this tile map, can we just copy you? Yeah, let's like duplicate you, but can I make you? Oh my god, it's so sensible. Okay. So now, just in case it matters, we made a duplicate of the tile map, and it's now a child of the Sprite 2D. So maybe that matters. Yeah. Still not sure what to select here. Okay, so let's go back and look at the video. Maybe they'll explain it. Maybe they won't. It's hard to know what things should be obvious when you know nothing about a program.
Tile. Notice these little circles? You can use them to expand the tile.
Okay, yes, it's very cool how you can mess with it.
Combinations we frequently tile from our selection. If we
Okay, so this was her, oh, well, them. I don't know. They sound female presenting, but let's just not assume. They're just like drawing on a background.
draw a rect with the selection tool and then just drag the selected tiles.
Damn, that is
Now
really
the
cool.
option to define patterns for tile combinations we frequently use. Just map it out, select it with the selection tool, and copy paste it into the patterns tab. We can
Damn,
now
also
select
very
objects
cool, but
and
not what I'm
high-level
after.
objects that characters can walk behind.
Oh,
This
okay.
allows you to draw
Okay,
the
so
patterns
here
tab.
we go.
We can now select them from there and place many of that kind. Another awesome new feature are the tilemap layers. We define them in the property editor on the right. This allows you to draw multiple layers of tiles onto each other. For example, a ground layer, a layer for ground level objects, and one for air level objects that characters can walk behind. Each
Okay. So I guess this has the answer and we're solving it. We're doing this in a way I did not expect. Okay. So then, does that mean we should go back? We shouldn't do this the way that I'm thinking. I can use emotion clouds and drop facial features. Yeah, and that's what Stardew Valley does to an extent. But it not only limits the ability to express emotion on a character's face, but also since I'm not a great pixel artist, I'm worried that I won't be able to make diverse and readable pixel art. Use visual novel style dialogues. Yeah, definitely. Again, Stardew Valley does that kind of thing where you see like a text box and then like the person talking is represented in a different image format rather than just their little character model. They're a larger version of them is represented so they can show emotion. I think we're going to have no choice but to do that for sure. Okay, so then it would seem like we need to do this differently. And we need to go back to the main scene. And we need to have the tile map here so that we can start like drawing like directly on the ground. Okay, this seems like an inefficient way to do this. Like I'm thinking like in the future, how do I load different levels if I'm just drawing in my main scene? Would it just load the entire map? I don't know. And then looking back at the beginning of the video, the way that they have this set up, they have a tile map and then a node 2D underneath it. Okay, so first they're adding the tile map, but then why are they adding a node 2D under it? Maybe that was just in the example. Come on, person, zoom back out so I can see. Damn. All right. Then let's try doing this separate at first. You can make chunks, you suppose. Yeah, I just don't know how to do that yet, right? It's so weird to not know how to do anything. And then to realize like, oh, yeah, I need to figure out how to like load levels. I need to figure out how to let people save their game and load their game. file. Ah, it's very weird to think about. Okay, so we're just gonna make a totally new scene. It's gonna be another other node. Gonna be a tile map. And then we're gonna see what happens here. It's a new tile set. Then we go to the tile set, and then we drag this in. And then yes, you can automatically make sections. And I don't know why earlier I made this like 2 pieces. I think it's better to stay as 1 piece. So can we... How did they just draw in here? I think we should start by making everything a floor. Is there just a good floor piece that doesn't have a border to it? Do you have a border to you? You do. Huh. Well, I would like just a nice clean floor piece with no border. Does this thing... Okay, there we go. Nope. Nope. Okay, what about over here? There we go. Okay. Oh my god. So, I don't actually know how to start drawing with it, though. Mojito is now in my way, so I gotta move the window. Okay, nope, hold on. Pause the music. Oh my god, Mojito, how are you? You are like a ninja at being in the way. Oh, you want your food, huh? I had to hide it from Tommy. There you go. All right. Okay, so then let's go back to the point where she creates it. They. Oh my god.
Tiles manually by clicking the cursor icon. It can be split into tiles. It's so smart, it even leaves empty tiles out. The image is now called the tile atlas. We can delete it with discretion.
We can delete it.
Pressing delete will ask to delete the whole tile map currently. To delete tiles, use the eraser. Now we can make a single large tile for the tree by deactivating the eraser and holding shift while dragging over the tree's tiles. We can also change tiles manually by clicking the cursor icon and then on the tile. Notice these little circles? You can use them to expand the tile. Now let's
the system is so cool.
The tile map tab. We can select a bunch of tiles down here and just start mapping. We can paint tile by tile, hold shift to draw lines, and even hold shift.
But like I can't just start mapping. Well, she says you can... Oh my god, they say you can just start mapping. So I'm on this. Do I need to have this? Because I don't want to select. Okay, cool. All right, so then let's figure out what these different tools do. This is like going to be a rectangle of them. Okay, great. So then, shoot, where does our thing end? Like, was this the dimensions of our viewport? Something like that? Okay, so we're going to do that. And we're currently on layer 0. And maybe I should rename this. Like rename this tile map to like starting room. Get wrecked angled. Who is angled though, Glover? It only half works. We'll call this first room. This is just gonna be like the first room. Ooh, or maybe rooms. Maybe we should try to get it to be like... We should try to get a door functioning in here. Okay, so... So then for now, this is the floor. Oh, we don't have the other layers. Okay. Oh, whoa, what did I do? I clicked that. Okay, so that takes away the grid and just gives you dots. I definitely would prefer the grid. It's a city. A Los angled. Not quite. Not that I'm aware of. All right, we need to keep watching then to figure out how we get multiple layers rather than just the one. I bet there's an option in the inspector.
Rectangle. We can also switch between these tools with these buttons or the keys D, L, and R. There's also a fill tool and a picker in the bar, or we press Ctrl to pick the tile. When we select multiple tiles, by drawing a rectangle in the lower window or by pressing Shift, we can place many of these tile arrangements at once. We can also enable place random tile, so we get a random tile from our selection. If we enable scatter, sometimes no tile is placed. This is great to quickly decorate larger areas. To move tiles,
So
draw a
cool.
rect with the selection tool and then just drag the selected tiles. We now got the option to define patterns for tile combinations we frequently use. Just map it out, select it with the selection tool, and copy
The little words, the little sprite set she's using is pretty cute.
another awesome new
Oh
feature
my
are
god,
the
they.
tile map layers.
Sprite
You
set
define
they're
them in
using.
the property editor on the
Holy
right.
shit.
This allows you to draw multiple layers of tiles onto each other.
Okay. So there is just a section called layers. All right. Okay. Like I'm afraid to screw up, so I'm not being as intellectually curious as I could be. Okay, so okay, so the first layer is just the one we already have. So we're gonna call that ground. Now we click add element. Cool, we can get another layer. Okay. So can we call this walls? And if we take navigation off, does that mean you can't navigate through those things? Let's see what they did.
Example, a ground layer, a layer for ground level object.
Oh my god. Person, you go too fast. All right. No, don't full screen it. Okay, so they named their thing ground layer. And then they left everything this default. But then for ground objects, they put on Y sort enabled. I know this is a 4-minute tutorial, but it would be nice if they explained why. So I guess rather than having our thing called walls, I'm going to name our thing ground objects. I think their idea makes more sense because we could also have tables and other things working the same way. And I guess we're going to put Y sort enabled. Okay, they didn't change anything else. Then they went to air objects and they've changed the Z index to 10. That is interesting. Okay. So then I'm assuming that means in some way we'll give our character like a height. And by setting the Z index high enough, you're saying these things are like floating above. Solid layer will make more sense? No, because what if we have like solid layers in the air that you can walk on once you're up high? I think ground objects works. And then so does air objects. I like the way that they decided to set things up. Just for now, though. And then did they leave navigation on for them? Huh, that's not even a visible option? Huh. Why is navigation not a visible option for these? Interesting. This could be from an older version of Godot, and it says Godot 4. Okay, well, let's screw around with it. It's part of the joke, ground like ground beef. All right. All right. If the layer is ground, you feel it's not a solid fundament. Oh my god. Well, Dirk Glover, that's just you. All right, so we now have 3 layers. I don't know if they work correctly, but we should be able to make them work correctly if they don't. Okay, so we drew everything on the ground. So then now let's think about ground objects, and kind of want to see. I wish we could do a weighted random. I would like to do random, but I would like it to be more likely to be blank. I don't want a third of the walls to be blank and then a third to be these 2 things and the other third to be these 2. I'd like 60% of the walls to be these. Oh well. Okay, so how do we actually do the random thing? The dice? It's a random tile. Okay, so then let's test this. And then if we do scattering, it modifies the chance of painting nothing. Okay. So we don't necessarily want nothing. Not yet. What we could do is go through and decide. Like, let's see. So I think what I'm gonna do is kind of have the walls. Oh. Do I want to make this multiple rooms so we can test doors in here? So I want a weighted random. Yeah, and I think what I'll do is just I'll set up the like walls ahead of time, something like this, and then I could select these and then put scattering on. See, why can I not? Hold on, let's go back to this. Select all of these. You have to drag, you can't use shift. Okay. So now if we put scattering on, let's see, if we put it, it modifies the chance. So like right now it's saying there's a 0.017 chance of nothing. So what if we did like, there's a high chance of nothing. And then I go through here. That was still a lot of things. Shoot, also I kind of want them together. They look like they go together. Yeah, Dirk Lover, that's a good point. I could just add more repeated pieces to the tile sheet, but yeah, I don't want to do that. We can absolutely figure out how to do that without doing that. Because then that makes the tile sheet, it takes away the point of the tile sheet being like one of each piece of imagery that you would need. Okay, so hold on. Let's go back and finish figuring out how I want these walls to look. So I'm going to want them to be like rotated because yeah, like the way that this is clearly a wall that shouldn't be there. Okay, so then can we go back and just undo this? So since our character is still kind of stuck starting in the top corner, I'm not going to put any walls there. What I would have liked to have done is have walls surrounding everything, but not yet. Okay. Oh crap, I didn't have the thing selected. Okay, so we do that, then we do the pencil, and we're not doing random things. Okay, so then this would be where we would have these walls. And then we need a rotated version over here. So then let's see, what is a smart way to do that? Can I take layers like this and then like rotate them? We can transform the entire node 2D. I don't think that's what we want to do. All right. Let's see if YouTube person has a solution. Hold on. Pause music. Unmute.
Match corners is minimal 3x3, and match corners and sides is full 3x3. We have minimal 3x3.
Okay,
here,
let's go
you
back.
can place frequently use. Just map it out, select it with the selection tool, and copy paste it into the patterns
Okay,
tab.
we know
We
about
can now select them from
patterns.
the
That's
map layers.
cool.
We define them in the property editor on the right.
Okay.
A layer for ground level objects and one for air level objects that characters can walk behind. Each layer can have its own z-index, and you can hide them individually. Now let's take a look at terrains. Terrains are the new auto tiles, but they are more flexible and intuitive.
Terrains are new auto tiles, but they are more flexible and intuitive.
You add terrains in the editor on the right under Tileset Terrains. First, you add a terrain set and configure the auto tile mode. Match sides is 2x.
Okay, is this what we are looking for? Like, match sides is 2x2. Match corners is minimal 3x3. Match corners and sides is full 3x3.
By 2. Match corners is minimal.
Boy, you know, they might not understand this, but they are not explaining adequately for me. I probably can do a custom script. Well, what I'm thinking is I might not need to if I set it up the way that I want. I think I can do it. I think I figured out how to do what I want, but now I have a different problem to solve before I go about randomizing the wall patterns. I need to figure out how to rotate them to be different different sides. Although, so I guess I need to decide on the perspective that I want. Like, oh my god, was it Link to the? Nope, it's no, yeah, it is Link to the Past. So Link to the Past does a really weird thing. Need like an image of a dungeon. It's really evident in the dungeons. Sure, there we go. Let's look at this image. So let's get that music going again. It's for wall connectivity. Yeah, but is it going to rotate the images? I just don't really understand exactly what she's saying will happen there. So it might be what I want. So essentially what I'm thinking is having the design look like this, which from a top-down perspective doesn't actually make sense. If you can see this wall, you shouldn't see this wall. Like the fact that you can see this wall means the camera's like tilted slightly, so you would actually not see a wall over here. But then I guess the way you have to conceptualize this is some kind of weird like fisheye lens, taking information from the sides and bringing it up to you. Very strange. And it's also extra strange because if there are no walls, it doesn't warp the image. So it's not a constant image. It won't rotate it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Need it rotated in the tile set. That's another thing that I was thinking, but in my head, I'm like, no way. There's got to be a way to have Godot do that. But maybe not. Maybe not. That would be crazy if we can't do that, but maybe we can't. So I think we're going to make something that looks like this, which is why I want to be able to rotate walls. Because I want you to be able to just like see that there's a door. Or in this case, some other thing on the wall to interact with. It's just fucking convenient rather than making you have to rotate the camera to see things. Seems like it would be a little bit more fiddly and annoying for a puzzle. Okay, so then let's see. Rotate tiles in a tile map. Ditto. Oh, did autocomplete. In your tile set, select the tile you want to flip. Right click and select create an alternative tile. Click the alternative tile. They are in the right side of the tiles editor. Now in the tile properties, you have two new options under rendering. They are flip H and flip V. Well, those aren't rotating. Let's check a Reddit thread. Godot 3 lets me flip and rotate tiles as I place them in a tile map. Godot 4 seems to have dropped this functionality in favor of using alternative tiles. You have to create a new tile and collision box for each rotation. This is a lot more work and UI clutter for the same result. It's not possible at the moment. Oh my god. Aw. Yeah, I know horizontal and vertical are flipping horizontal and vertical, but yeah, I guess it can't actually rotate. That's crazy. Okay. Someone says you can do this thing. If you're using Godot 4.2, Dev 5 or later. I think I downloaded this less than 3 months ago. Oh, what? Releasing a click counts as clicking. That is not what anybody would want, Reddit. Okay. You just want to flip or rotate tiles. You don't need to create alternate tiles at all. There are some flags you can use with the alternate tile value that cause the tile to be flipped or rotated. For example, mytilemap.set_cell, layer coordinate source tiles atlas chord alternate. So maybe it's the transform transpose thing? I tested it and it works as I ran into a similar situation with rotating tiles. Okay, well, I don't know how to use flags, so. All right. That's annoying. Well, let me make a note of that. That'll be something we can learn later. Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually start doing some serious homework outside of the streams. Okay, so then for now we have this situation, and maybe I'll just not worry about rotating them yet, and that's okay. Let's just kind of figure out how I want this to look. I'm thinking we'll make a room. We'll make 4 rooms and we'll connect them through different methods. We'll have a door that opens when you step in front of it. We'll have a door that opens when you press a button. Hey, Crazy Pants. Crazy Pants, do you know how to tell tiles to rotate in Godot? I would appreciate it if you would find out and tell me. No? Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. So we're just gonna make a situation like this. So now we've got like rooms. And then we'll take the eraser and we'll make some doorways between rooms. So first we'll just do, this room will just have no actual door. And then for this room, ooh, shit, actually our doors can only go up and down. Okay. All right, no, that's fine. Let's undo that. All right. So we can take like this whole thing. How do we... Okay, wait. I have to make it a pattern, don't I? Okay. Drag and drop or paste a tile map here. Okay, so then let's see. Now like Control C and then Control V, no. I can't right click and copy you? That's so annoying. Is it because I'm not on the little mouse cursor? Let's try that. Okay, let's reselect you. Oh my god. Reselect you, now copy, now paste. Nope. Fine. Fine. I will just put you in one at a time then. Let's see, how do I want this to be? Oh, and what layer should it be on? I guess it is a ground object. A door is a ground object. And we want it to like disappear though. Ooh, I don't know how to do that. Okay. All right. Why can't I draw you? This was, oh, I'm still on the eraser? That's annoying. Okay. All right, so now if I go to selector and I select you and one, can I move you? Okay. So we need to add like extra dimension to our walls, otherwise this doesn't look right. Okay. So like something like that makes more sense. Shoot. Okay, so then wait, how actually do I want to do this? Unselect that. Okay, and then we would need to go back to putting walls, something like that, although these don't look right. Okay, so then yeah, I guess since they don't look right, maybe we just... Oh my god. Maybe we just don't have any vertical walls. Only horizontal walls. Shoot, I'm still on the eraser, aren't I? Okay. Something like that. Something like this. Extend this over to... Okay, not like that. Do that. Okay. Great, and then now we can put in the other door, but what I wanted to try first was, can I copy you from here and put you... Why do you say to paste? How else does one paste if not Control V? Also, I can't drag you in from here. Okay, maybe I can just drag you from here. Nope. Because moving makes me select you. How did... All right, we're going back. How did they make a dang pattern? Damn it. Where's the pattern thing? Here we go.
We've got the option to define patterns for tile combinations we frequently use. Just map it out, select it with the selection tool, and copy paste it into the Patterns tab.
Huh. Do I need to be... Okay, sorry. Do I need to be in patterns when I select and then hit like Paranoid? I'm not hitting Control C, Control V. Okay. All right. So I guess I needed to like click in here. I didn't just need to have my mouse hovering over it. Okay. Let's try this one. That one does not work. So we have to actually put it out into the world. And then do that. And now I'm realizing that's kind of a waste of time. Good learning experience, but kind of a waste of time because we're only going to have one door. Okay. And then actually, you know what we should do for the bottom row? Just be something like that for now. Waste of time, indeed, indeed. And I did notice you used the wrong waste, probably intentionally. Okay, so now we're gonna need something that I want to clearly convey. Let me go back to ground. That when you step in front of one of these doors, it's gonna just open automatically. And then another door needs to have like a little button for it. So maybe I will make that this thing. The thing there, and we'll put a thing here. And then maybe put something like that. Oh, we don't want them to be ground objects. We want them to be the ground. It's really narrow, have I seen an hourglass? I have. Although there are other representations of time, like a watch. Watches don't have a narrow waist. All right, so we're gonna go back to ground, and then here is where we would want to put these. And then I don't know, let's make the ground look a little bit cooler. Damn it, I keep going one too many. Okay, so like that. And then that. Oh, but it has these little fucking things. Okay, okay. Let's not mess with things we don't need to mess with. Okay. So my goal is that when you step on this spot, it'll open this door. And then I think for now we're gonna just like hide the door. Since I don't have tiles to animate it like opening. Oh, you know what? Shoot, you know what? Let's actually do a little more than that. Let's try to have like the red button will open it. And then we want the blue button to close it. That would be kind of funny. Like you start and then you open it and then you walk across and then close it. And the only way back is to come over here and click a button. Sure, we'll try that. We'll try that. Okay. So we have the things drawn. Now I have to figure out how to get them to be in our game. How do I attach them to main? Should we maybe have made this a child sprite of main? Ooh. Maybe not. Because at the end of the other tutorial, we like linked multiple parent scenes together. Okay. Shit. So then I guess we should go back and look at how that was done in the tutorial. Okay, so they made the enemy Gave it a script, which we're probably going to need to do some scripting for our little tile map that we just made into the first room. We're gonna need buttons that open a door. Some buttons when you press them on the wall, and some buttons when you step on them. Okay, so we're gonna bring them together in a new scene. Okay. So you make the main scene, and then what? Because we already have the main scene made. And then they have you add timers. And then spawn mobs. The main node will be spawning new mobs, and we want them to appear at a random location on the edge of the screen. Add a path 2D node, named mob path. Right. And so then they have you set up where the mobs come in from. Okay. Just want to get to the point where they bring in the mob scene. Okay, so it is this section. Add a script to main, and at the top of the script we use export variable mob scene packed scene to allow us to choose the mob scene we want to instance. Okay. So I don't know if we can apply that directly to our situation. Like maybe we could. Maybe we're able to do that. Because we don't want to instance this thing. We don't need multiple copies of this room. We just need the one room. Well, I guess it's one map with like 3 rooms. It's got 3 rooms in it now. Interesting, you can just drag a scene. So I wonder what would happen. Well, one, we should save our scene. And yeah, sure, we'll call it First Rooms. Why not? So then we should have it in here. Yeah, we do. Okay, so we have the scene down here. So then, can I just like, no, it's like, no, you can't do that. Oh, we could drag it to main though. Okay. Man, some of this seems so dang intuitive, and then other parts of it do not. Oh, it's mad at me for some reason. Okay. Node configuration warning. A Y-sorted layer has the same Z-index value as a not Y-sorted layer. This may lead to unwanted behaviors, as a layer that is not Y-sorted will be Y-sorted as a whole, with tiles from Y-sorted layers. Okay, a tile map layer is set as Y-sorted, but Y-sorted is not enabled on the tile map node itself. Okay. How would I enable Y sorting on the tile map node itself? I would assume that's in the inspector. Cool, we can label, or we can have collisions be animated. I guess at some point we would want to do that, so you're not just like endlessly walking into a wall, like maybe you like smack against it and stop. Yeah, especially if we want you to, I want the character to be able to sprint. So instead of just having them blindly sprint into a wall infinitely, maybe they'll smack into it and stop moving for a second. Collision visibility mode. Cool. Show or hide the tile map's collision shapes. Interesting. Okay. Then there's also navigation mesh visibility. Okay. And then here, let me move out of the way. So then here's where we set Y sorting being on. Now, I don't know if we actually need that, but the person in the video put it on specifically for ground objects. So I guess we could try having it off for now. And then also down here, maybe ordering would have? Yeah, okay, this has Y sort. Okay, what does it say about Y sorting? If true, child nodes with the lowest Y position are drawn before those with a higher Y position. Okay. Interesting. I don't know if I necessarily care about the order they are drawn in. But let's try it. So let's leave this like this, and then let's play the game and see if, okay. So we don't actually just have the map visible. There's more that needs to be done. We probably have to tell the script to load it. What, Dirk Lover? What about redeems? Okay. So we need to actually tell the script to load this. What about redeems, though? Let's see, so maybe... All right. Here's a tutorial on gamedevacademy.org about creating a 2D platformer. Oh, you want more useful redeems for positive things. Like saying I've got this, because all the things are like disappointed. Okay, well there's a disappointed, there's the you blew it, so yeah, those two are negative. But there's a celebration. But yeah, sure. We could figure out some kind of positive, more positive channel redeems for sure. Thank you for the suggestion, Dirk Lover. When I left, this was not up. I don't want a free offer. You seemed like what I wanted. Okay, at least you could just click off of it. Most annoying pop-ups won't let you click off of it, so I was kind of afraid, since there was no X, there was no way for me to leave unless I signed up for their dumb thing. Maybe that's what they wanted me to think. All right. So, so this has you create a tile map. Holy shit, dude. If you want to ensure I never use your fucking services, definitely bombard me with your dumb pop-ups. For sure. Okay, so we did create a tile map. Those are cute little tiles. 18 by 18. What a weird shape. Huh. This is a no positivity zone. Well, look, there's the celebration thing. I don't know. I just didn't fucking think about it. All right, so this is still just showing you. Wow, the whole thing, this whole tutorial is just like painting the. Okay. Well, I guess I should go to the next lesson because they're gonna make the player walk around the level. Access for free. What are they gonna make me sign up? Try to get me to sign up for the. Yeah, no. Cute little pixel art wizard voxel guy looks kind of dumb next to a not voxel monster. Oh, he's got a lightsaber too. My lord. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Okay, well, so then this is a no. That's too bad. Okay, so let's go back then. Using tile maps? I guess we can read the Godot documentation about it. All right. Tile map is a grid of tiles used to create the game's layout. Sure. Allow for larger levels because they're optimized for drawing large number of tiles. Sure. You can add collision, occlusion, and navigation shapes to tiles themselves. That's cool. Okay, so I guess that'll be the thing that we do once we get the tile map that we've drawn, or the tiles that we've drawn from the tile map. Once we get those showing up when we actually run the game, then we'll work on giving the right ones collision. Oh, cool. This Kenny dude posts all sorts of stuff on the Pixel Art subreddit. Little like art packs for things. Are they on Itch.io still? Oh, he has his own website. Cool. All right. Yeah, I get it's important that the adjacent tiles match up. All right, all right. Okay. So the order that things are drawn in is important for what sits on top of what and how that looks. Okay, I don't know why I didn't immediately realize that. That makes sense. Well, you can offset things. Whoa, non-square tiles. What a fucking idea. Creating a tile set. Once you've configured your tile map, it's time to add a tile set. Yep, a tile set is a resource that contains the data about your tiles. Okay, so right now our tile set just has textures. Nothing about collision shapes or other properties. Okay, we've done this. Ooh, okay, this looks like something we haven't done. Next, click the new single tile and drag in the image to select the tile you want. Interesting. Is this updated for Godot 4? Oh no. It's 3.5. That's brutal. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. There was a further up. Wow. One that appears further up is for 3.1. Okay. Oh my god, there's so many using tile map things. Okay, this is 4.2. Oh my god, now we're in the right spot. Okay. Okay, so we understand how to make tile map layers for sure. It'd probably be good to understand what each of these different functions does, just in case we need them. Oh, enabled. If true, the layer is visible in the editor when running the project. Let's make sure they're all set to enabled. They are indeed all set to enabled. Okay. The name should be a human readable name. Sure. Okay, what the hell does modulate mean? The color to use as a multiplier for all tiles on the layer. Whoa, so we can like make things look like a little bit more opaque or something. We could use like a tile that normally looks like nice and clean. We could make it look like dark, either like murky, like it's covered in something, or like maybe like the room has worse lighting. I wonder if that would be how you'd handle lighting. Maybe not. I guess it would depend on if you're doing like globally dynamic lighting or just like baked in. The lighting's always the same. I'd love to do globally dynamic lighting. That shit looks fucking cool. Also probably going to be pretty hard to figure out. All right. This is also multiplied with the per tile modulate property and the tile map nodes modulate property. For example, you can use this to darken background tiles to make foreground ground tiles stand out more. Right. That is a thing that older games didn't really seem to figure out, like side scrollers. It's way better to have your background look like it's like sort of like grayed out or being viewed like through fog or something. So it's really clear what the background is, what the foreground is, and what the actual section the player can interact with is that's in between. Okay, so Y sort, right? That means certain things can appear on top of other things. Sure. Z index. I honestly was thinking that Z would be up and down, and that would determine what appears on top of what. The Z index controls whether this layer is drawn in front of or behind other tile map layers. Oh, well, wait. This value could be positive or negative. The layer with the highest Z value is drawn on top of other layers. If several layers have an equal Z index property, the layer that is last in the list of layers is drawn on top. Oh, that's annoying, but sure. Sounds like Z does what I initially thought it would do, but from reading, I thought that Y did that. As in Y is what... At first I thought Z would be what determines what looks like it's on top of what. So like if you had a floor tile, you would need to have like a table that's on top of that have a higher, I thought, Z value. But then from that pixel art tutorial we watched, it looked like that was Y. It was Y sort that was doing that. I'll just have to fuck around with it to make sure. We can just tweak values when we need to understand that. To like demonstrate just very different Z and Y values and then look at it how it looks different to figure out what exactly that means. You can reorder layers by drag and dropping the 3 horizontal bars icon on the left of the entries in the layers section. Whoa, I don't know if I ever want to do that. I would rather just like type numbers in. This one is a 1, so it's going to be below the one with a 2. Seems like an easier way to get what you want. This way might be intuitive. Maybe I'm totally wrong. I'm hesitant though. You can create, rename, or reorder layers in the future without affecting existing tiles. Be careful though, as removing a layer will also remove all tiles that were placed on the layer. Okay. Okay, I know how to open the tile map editor. Selecting tiles to use for painting, I know how to do that. What else? Okay, it talks about making alternative tiles. We vaguely figured out what the value of that is, and I think we'll worry about that later. I want to figure out how to get this into my game and then collide with things. Which I assume will just be going to an individual tile on the tile map and be like, you have collision. You cannot be walked into. Oh, cool. You can make like a particles section. Yeah, that makes sense to store those separately from the original tile sheet. All right. Okay, I know about the different modes and tools. Drawing a line, having the bucket. Whoa, cool, weird little like mushroom flower looking thing. Weird. Okay, rectangle, bucket fill mode, picker, eraser, painting randomly with scattering, saving and loading pre-made tile placements using patterns. Nope, figured that out too. Handling tile connections automatically seems important, but I don't want to learn about that yet. Oh, interesting. So if you have a missing tile, it looks like this. Interesting. All right. Hopefully we never have to deal with that. I'm absolutely the kind of person that would incorrectly name something. Sorry, incorrectly rename something and then have it affect a project I'm working on. And then, shit, the next section is like 3D stuff. Damn, bro. How do I actually make this appear in my game? It's such a weird question. I don't even know how to actually like ask it. I'm like so ignorant. I don't even know how to ask what my problem is. I think I'll have to find a more, well, actually, hold on. Let's go back to the tutorial, because in the finishing up section, we add a background. So how did they do that? So they use color rect node. So they're just using a rectangle with a color. Make it the first node under main so that it will be drawn behind the other nodes. Okay. Okay. That seems important. So sure, we would want that to be up there. We're just gonna test and see if that works. It doesn't work. Okay. All right, we have more to do. Fine. Make it the first node under main so it'll be drawn behind other nodes. And choose a color. Then select layout, anchors preset, full rect. Okay, so that is making sure that it extends like across the whole screen, whatever resolution or dimensions your screen happens to be. I don't necessarily want that. I drew our thing to take up the whole screen anyway. And this is just like a test for me to figure things out, so I don't think that part's important. You could also add a background image if you have one by using texture rect instead. Interesting. So, but I don't actually want to do that. I just want to add the tile map that I made from the tile set. Okay, so let's real quick, let's look at the error that we still have. We still have the one problem. We used to have two, now we just have the one. I'm in the way again. Okay, forgot to silence my phone. That's a problem. Put you back on Do Not Disturb, buddy. Alright. A Y-sorted layer has the same Z-index value as a not Y-sorted layer. This may lead to unwanted behavior, as a layer that is not Y-sorted will be Y-sorted as a whole, with tiles from the Y-sorted layers. So that is referring to the fact that our ground objects does have Y sorting. Now I'm in the way again. Our ground objects has Y sorting on, but its Z index is 0. And our ground does not have Y sorting on it. Its Z index is 0. So fine, well, let's make the Z index for this 1. And that probably doesn't matter. Maybe it will. And let's see what happens again. If we run this, we're still gonna not actually have a background visible. You can still move around, right? Yep, okay. All right. So how the hell am I supposed to get this? It's frustrating that visually it looks like it's gonna do what I want, which is put the player on top of this thing. Also, can I just like change your start position by moving you? Nope, he's still in the top left corner. That's so funny. Visually, why not let me move him here and have that change where he starts? We should change our start position. Just in case we figure out how to connect it. We definitely don't want him to start inside of a wall once I've given collision to walls. Okay. So then I don't think the tutorial is actually the initial 2D, make a 2D game tutorial is going to help us then. What? Let's just look around. Why not? Why not just fucking look around? So, maps the layers in the ordering. We're looking at the tile map that we made. Supposed to be visible. Oh my god, the Deku Village song. Love this song. Yeah, fuck, I don't know. Don't know why it wouldn't actually appear. If in the little preview, it is absolutely there. Underneath our character. Hmm. And then if we did have to, we had to change the script somehow, I would think there would be an automated way to do that. Because this would be a really common thing you'd want to do. You'd want to design a level with a tile map and then be like, oh, okay, here's the level. Just load that when the player loads whatever scene this is. All right, we might need to go back to Googling. All right, so we're just gonna maybe look for a full-on top-down 2D game in Godot. This guy's face in the thumbnail is off-putting. It looks weird. One of my YouTube recommendations was a Mr. Beast video, which I don't think I've ever watched a Mr. Beast video, and his thumbnails look fucking creepy. He looks fucking weird in all of his thumbnails. It's fucking creepy and strange. It looks like an Uncanny Valley version of him, and it's crazy. He's like obviously my opinion's wrong because he's fucking killing it as a YouTuber. Okay. I don't want to fucking... he probably has the answer. It's probably in there. We should give him a chance. Let's give him a chance. His face looks still a little weird. It looks better full-sized, but it's like... Andrew Hoffman, did you have to superimpose your face over this? Is that valuable? Your face has nothing to do with whether I care about your video or not.
Welcome back. If you're not a subscriber, make sure to click the subscribe button on the bottom right of this video. Today, I'm going to be showing...
Asking you to subscribe within 10 seconds and not having helped me at all is like asking me to tip before you give me my food or coffee. You're stupid. You deserve a subscribe. Maybe. Not from my position. And yeah, the fucking... Bro, this video is way too quiet. Fuck. I don't even... Can I even boost you anymore? You're like max boosted. Oh my god, I can boost my headset more.
This really cool tool called Godot. It looks like Godot, but my understanding is it's pronounced Godot. Correct me if I'm wrong on that.
It looks like Godot. Woof. Okay.
And the reason I'm showing you this is because I actually just started playing around with this over the holidays just for fun, and this game engine has really...
Hey, Military. You're here for the carpentry stream. Oh, because I'm making walls and doors. Yeah. Yeah. That, it's not those kind of walls and doors. It's, you know, like the walls and doors in video game. Although that's taken me longer than I thought. Twitch chatters deserve tips? Man, in a perfect world, maybe. That would be cool. It would help you afford walls and doors. I'm sorry, Military. This is not going to help you with that. It might eventually help you if you're trying to make a game where there are walls and doors. But I'm not even sure about that so far. I'm trying to figure this shit out. And currently trying to get a little... We just like drew our initial... a room where I want to figure out some functionality, specifically walls and doors. And it doesn't appear when we launch the game. It's just not there. There's just nothing there. Our little dude is there. Our little guy is in the fucking thing, but the The tiles aren't there, so that's currently what we're trying to fucking figure out. So I think we're gonna skip through this guy's skip around in this guy's video.
Mind. So I'm not a game developer by trade. I'm a software engineer and a security researcher.
Ooh, he's a software engineer. Cool.
One of the most amazing are really high quality.
Okay, so he's gonna go through finding game assets. Also, apologies if he's quiet. He is super fucking quiet in the YouTube video, and I had boosted the volume quite a bit. The most important Godot concepts. Okay, so then he gets into tile maps. Damn, I just need to specifically see. Wow, player movement control is a huge section. Collisions, I understand how to set up. Damn, bro, I just don't understand how to actually get our little drawn tile map into the game. Which I guess we'll just watch him draw some stuff.
Let's not do that right now. Let's click this snapping tool. There we go. Now we can snap. We can get some grass.
All right, let's hop around. You're gonna draw a grassy field with a little path.
We kind of have a foundation.
Looks pretty good.
It's just nodes and scripts. So I'm going to create a new scene, and this is going to be called the player scene. And because the scene is a collection of nodes and scripts, we can create a scene that starts with a root node of a kinematic body 2D, and that's just a node that has 2D physics functions already attached to it. So 2D, and then rectangle.
So he's just making the player scene.
We have this player who's kind of in this grass scene. We click play, what happens? Well, you can see we can't actually see anything, and that's because the camera does not default to following the player. So inside
Okay, so interestingly, he already has he's already further than you. Further than me. Oh my god, words. Mods got paid for Evan's shard something subathon since it lasted like 3 to 4 weeks. Holy crap. Yeah, I guess it'd be nice to pay mods if you could. I can't afford to pay mods. That's why my girlfriend is my mod. Yalitera, you have compression set up to avoid going deaf in Pew Pew games. Also, it helps fix other people's audio on your end anyway. Well, but what about people who are too quiet though? I guess if you're bringing the lower things up and the high things down, then yeah, I guess it could solve both problems. The main thing I'm afraid of is I'm gonna forget to set the audio back, so when I go to watch something, you guys are gonna hear it like blasting you. Okay, so what the fuck? I guess I need to look at how the specifics of how he drew this, because I have this set up like the same way as him, as far as the our drawn room being like a child node of main. What did he do?
Some art. So we're going to create a child node. Once again, just another type of node. This is going to be a tile map. So a tile map lets us take PNG images, like a PNG that has a lot of images, and break them into individual images. So here we're going to go 32, 32, 32, since that's how the pixel art is designed. We're going to save that, and we're going to create a new tile set. The icon to the left of it. Now in here what we're going to do is we're just going to pull in this grass tile set. Maybe zoom in a couple clicks, and make a few tiles out of this. We're going to click, let's not do that right now. Let's click this snapping tool. There we go. Now we can snap. We can get some grass. We can get, some flowers. We get a couple of these. Looks like a trail of some sort down here. Very cool. And yeah, that's it. We're going to go back to here and click on the tile set again. Now we're going to go to kind of the 0, 0 right here. Yep, so this is the center of the game world. And we're just going to draw a whole bunch of grass tiles.
Okay, so he's still on the tile map. And so am I. Let me go back and make sure that I have shoot, like he set the like dimensions for everything. Okay, our thing is set to 16 by 16. Damn. Troubleshooting is confusing when you have no idea what you're doing. Damn. Okay, I think I need an actual like written step-by-step fucking situation. We might honestly just need to like restart. Making a 2D top-down game like Legend of Zelda style? Any advice/tips? Something like that. Honestly, one for making a like Pokemon style game would probably be a preference. Top-down 2D extraction shooter. Oh shit. There's a problem behind my webcam. You don't know about it? The problem's not behind the webcam. Well, I suppose sort of, because the monitor's behind the webcam. And the monitor is showing me the fucking Godot game engine. What actually is Godot is an engine for making games? Yeah, it is just called the Godot engine, yeah. Anyway. Really, the problem is in here, not knowing how Godot works. To make a top-down shooter. Oh my god. Also another video. I mean that... Okay, that should have information we need in it, but just like that previous thing... Crap. Okay, hold on. Let's lower Chrome. And Firefox audio.
Heard you want to be a game developer?
Oof, he's pretty loud.
We'll make your first 2D top
Okay.
shooter in Godot in just 10 minutes. We're going to want to start with a node 2D, which will be our world node, and a kinematic body 2D as its child.
This guy sounds like a robot.
Kinematic bodies are objects which would act by code. You're also going to want to add a collision shape and a sprite
Sure,
node as a
sure.
child of our kinematic body.
Yep.
These two child nodes will be the form of our player. We'll be adding in a sprite, which is just a simple 16 by 16 white square. I'll be setting the extent of her collision shape and note that it should fit
Okay, so his main character is going to be a little white square. I could move the scene section over to the right side. I don't know if that would help me though. I don't know, like that functionality is fine. Knowing where to go to look for things like that is fine. I just don't know how to connect. I don't know how to connect certain things. I don't know how to make something work specifically. It's not about where the scene window is. Oh, make it visible to you. Well, at the moment, sure, I can move out of the way. But either like no matter what, my camera's blocking something, which is a little bit lame. I could always just hide the camera. Ooh, honestly, maybe bottom left would be the best spot to be. Since I don't know, we're not really dealing with files that often. They just hang out down here. It might work out. Yeah, we'll hang out there for now. And then let's see, but I'm kind of in the way of the YouTube video. All right. So let's figure this out. Hopefully this guy explains how to make a map.
another child node.
I feel like he's gonna have to.
On our physics process, which is an inbuilt function made for pressed. Next up, we're going to be setting our motion variable to an inbuilt function called move and slide. This would allow period.
Oh, you can slide too. Sweet. All right. No, we don't care about the shooting mechanic.
We just made earlier, in case you wouldn't be able to find it for our players, and we'll be applying force equivalent clicking the left mouse button. But we haven't mapped that yet, so let's go back to... Alright, now our bullets are
Cool.
flying higher than Allen Iverson at his towards our player body. As
Oh boy, alright.
perfectly, and congrats.
Okay, great. Here's what we want.
Now, for the light occluder, open up a new scene because we're gonna make ourselves a tile map. Let's have a node 2D as a parent of this sprite. Now, sprite has two children, static body and light occluder. Static
Oh
body
my
is
god, he's
a
doing like lighting with
child
it.
named
Holy shit.
We'll use the same sprite, however painted black, and set our collisions that it fits perfectly. Now for the light occluder, just click this button right here, that button there, and make sure you fit it perfectly.
It's not that hard.
Convert this scene into a tile map and make sure to save it with a T-Res extension. Now let's head back to the main scene and we're going to be adding in a sprite as the background. Make sure that it is going to be a child of our world node or else you're going to get problems.
Okay, so then we just need a sprite. And then we're going to draw on that with the tile map. Okay. I was kind of thinking we could use a tile set and just draw within the tile map, but all right, let's then yeah, we'll try doing what he did. Okay, so then he specifically just added a sprite as the as a child node. That's a good name. I guess it should be first rooms, but we already have the tile map named that. Go room sprite. Okay, so then how did he actually connect? Did he actually connect a tile map to this?
Just change the color.
Okay, so he makes the tile map, then he makes the sprite. Then he's selecting something as the texture. God damn, he moves so quickly. Can I select the tile map as the texture? Like, that would be sweet. God damn it. All right. Back to the video.
Extension. Now let's head back to the main scene and we're going to be adding in a sprite as the background. Make sure that it is going to be a child of our world node or else you're going to get problems. Change the color into something nice. Let's add a tile map node as a child of our world node and we're going to take the T-Res file.
Okay, so he did just drag it in as... Shit, it's like as the tile set. So where can I actually see that? Shit, bro. My god, it is annoying how fast he does things. Okay, no, he's in the tile map, choosing the tile set. Okay, so, but like, we've already done that. Okay, and he is drawing everything in the tile map. Okay. So then he actually has not done anything different. Oh my god, I can move frame by frame in YouTube. Yeah, I know the dot and the comma will do that. I should potentially get ready to use that. All right, let's.
Once we're satisfied with how our level looks like, we're going to be duplicating these enemy nodes into their proper positions. Next up, as a child of the player, we'll be adding in a camera node, which is going to be our current camera. And don't forget,
Okay.
it's moving.
Damn, so he's just immediately moving on to doing the camera. So then I don't know why our tile map doesn't actually work. It's really fucking annoying. Damn. Oh my god, troubleshooting is so difficult when you have no idea what you're doing. Damn, bro. You know what? Okay, so I suppose I should just finish the video to make sure that he demonstrates that it works. Which I'm sure it will. That's pretty sweet. The lighting effect is cool. Cool shit, dude. Okay, so what he did absolutely worked. Fully, for sure, 100%. That shit worked. So... it was after this. It was like right here. We'll just jump ahead a few seconds. God, even a 5-second jump is like too much. My god.
And we're going to be adding in a sprite as the background. Make sure that it is going to be a child of our world node, or else.
So what the hell is he doing with this like texture layer? He's just like making a giant white background as a sprite?
Convert the scene into a tile map and make sure to save it with a T-Res extension. Now let's head back to the main scene and we're going to be adding in a sprite as the background. Make sure that it is going to be a child of our world node, or else.
Okay, so yeah, what the hell did he actually do? We're gonna have to go a bit fucking frame by frame. So he just clicks on texture and then just has a color there. Did he select the tile set? Did he like drag? Okay, so it looks like he's dragging player.png onto there. Damn, bro. So why? If this is the background sprite, why is he dragging player.png onto here?
Let's head back to the main scene and we're going to be adding in a sprite as the background. Make sure that it is going to be a child of our.
Like he just took the image of the player, which is just a white square, and then
world node.
Made it enormous.
Get problems. Change the color into something nice. Let's add a tile map node.
Interesting.
As a child of our world node, and we're gonna take the T-Res file into our tile map. In my case, I'll set the cell.
So then the way he has this functioning is he has like a generic background image. The way that he made that is by taking the player sprite, which is just a white square, making another sprite that uses that white square as its image, and then just stretches it and changes the color. Okay. And then separately, he is drawing all of the walls.
16 by 16s fit perfectly, and congratulations, we can now draw our own levels. And let's speed it up a little bit.
Interesting. And so that still shouldn't really be affecting what I'm doing, because what I'm doing is still just trying, like, it would be as if I had no background image if I was doing this project. It would be as if I didn't have the, I don't even know what color it is in the background, like a reddish brown. But then when he went to draw the walls separately as a tile map, they should, like, the fact that they appear in his game means they should fucking, the room that I drew should appear in my game. But it doesn't. Huh. What a weird fucking thing, bro. Huh. It's like you're just here. You're drawn and you're here and you should appear under the player. Why does the player appear? But you don't appear. On the off chance, does saving change anything? Probably not. No. Looking at the debugger, is it mad about something? There is an error. Parameter body is never used. That's true, because we haven't done any of the collision stuff yet. That's fine though, because we will eventually. Take me back to main. Damn. All right, so we might have to just save this for later. I'm gonna need to like research what to do. Spend maybe multiple hours figuring it out. And then once I figure it out, I will save it, and then maybe next stream I'll undo it and then demonstrate what I did to make it function. But then for now, we've still got like an hour, so I think we should maybe figure out, like, art-wise what we want things to look like. And so then we'll work on a little bit of pixel art. Maybe some more next week. It's hard to decide what I want to do off stream and what I want to do on stream. This kind of stuff, I wish that I could see the stuff coming and do it off stream. Because getting stuck like this is pretty lame. But then as far as figuring out what we want the game to look like, I think we should look at some different 2D games. So so first let's start looking at Pokemon Red. It's like not only am I not an artist, but the simpler that we go, I think the easier it will be for me to make assets. Oh my god, you can't zoom in. Okay, that's pretty funny. So I think Pokemon Red might be too simple. So maybe like Fire Red. Fire Red might be the way to go, because we at least get some I don't know, some more information about how things look. Although, ooh, autocomplete Pokemon Conquest 2, that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist, motherfuckers. I wish. Pokemon Conquest, I think, did a great job of on the DS still being able to represent Pokemon pretty well. Oh my god, does it really look that bad? I swear when I was playing the game, it didn't look that bad. I don't think the game looks that bad. That looks a little bit better. Why did that image look so bad? Like it's a little bit blocky and chunky, but like not that chunky and blocky and bad. Shit, so that's not Garchomp, that's whatever comes before Garchomp, I think. Fuck. But this level of resolution looks pretty good. And I think this game does a good job of using 2D assets. But with like a camera you can rotate and creates like a pretty good 3D looking situation. Although I might be wrong, the assets might actually be in 3D. So something like this, image detail quality wise, I think is what I should aim for. I'll need to look up the sprites and figure out what their like a resolution is. How many pixels by how many pixels. When you try to zoom in on pixel art in the Windows image viewer, it adds some kind of blur. Yeah, shoot, I can't remember the specific term for it, but you can turn it off in Firefox pretty easily. But yeah, it just tries to blur together the like jagged edges of the pixels, and like for pixel art, you absolutely don't want that. It's fucking frustrating. So let's look up Pokemon Conquest sprites. I'm sure somebody has some of them. Okay, yeah, here we go. Okay, cool. Wow, they just actually have all of them. Okay, can I open this image in a new window? Okay, we can. Let's zoom in and have it look terrible. Oh, actually it doesn't look that bad. I'm pretty sure I went into Firefox and figured out I either had to like just change some kind of style format or something. It was for the way that it like interpolates images as you zoom in. I definitely turned it off at some point. But yeah, this looks pretty good. This looks like if I came up with some kind of weird monster, which I definitely want to do. Would have to, I have a list of notes in my cell phone of silly monster ideas. The only one that's coming to mind is Spaghetti. He's a Yeti, but instead of fur, it's spaghetti. I feel like at this resolution, I could probably draw things like that. If I was either one, talented enough, or two, just spend a lot of time, which, you know, I'd be willing to do. It's fun to just kind of chill out at night and draw bullshit in Aseprite. So yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and save this image, and I'll go ahead and look at the resolution. But I like the way that Pokemon Conquest works, where you can rotate the camera and you can still easily tell the back of a creature and the front of a creature, which is important for the direction you're attacking them. You get like an attack bonus if you're attacking from behind them. But then the other thing we need to look at is going to be like player characters and other characters. And that might mean that we have to do the monster sprites differently. But maybe not. So I think the most important thing is that the characters look right, and then we model the monster sprites after that, because they need to be like even bigger than the characters in certain situations. Not in every situation though. So Stardew Valley is like functional, but I feel like missing details, and I want characters to have more facial detail than this. And like Durglover mentioned, you can, instead of worrying about them expressing emotions, you can just have little emote bubbles that pop up on their head, like a happy face or a sad face. And then when they're talking, you can do what Stardew Valley already does, which, wow, We're not finding that shit anywhere. Oh my god, none of these screen caps have a conversation with a character. Oh, finally. Oh my god, bro. Oh, it's Haley. Haley's such a fucking... I don't want to say she's a bitch, but she's kind of lame. Oh, a terrible low quality, but conveys the idea. You can express emotion during a conversation by having a little larger character portrait sprite going on, which I think will be functional. I kind of like when the conversation is in the middle and then you have the player and anybody else like on the sides, so you could potentially see like 4 or 5 character portraits. Usually like their whole body is nice, so then you can like animate them like actually moving and not just their face reacting to things. But I don't know. Concerned Ape knows what he's doing. He's the guy that made Stardew Valley. Maybe it's much easier to just have individual frames like this, even though you don't get the same ability to convey ideas. But this is probably good enough, and I should probably set my sights on good enough in as many places as I can. And still don't think, like I said, I still don't think the resolution of characters in Stardew Valley is good enough to like actually convey like I want to be able to have characters that have like a scar on their face or something. And maybe that's just not something we can achieve. You try just blindly adding some random tile map in Godot and you can report I've hit some kind of weird issue. I bet, Mielitary, I bet I did something dumb. So, like, honestly, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to just restart the project and see what happens if I just redo the things that I think I already did. And if it works fine, then either we encountered a bug or more than likely, because my dumbass has no idea what it's doing, I probably just did something dumb. Click something I wasn't supposed to, or, you know, turn it off and on again. Restarting is like an extreme version of that, but yeah, absolutely. Definitely what I plan to do. And I guess, yeah, actually, we could just try... We could try just fully closing out of Godot. Let's try actually turning it off and on again. Alright. I would assume it still won't work. If it does, it would be pretty funny. Nope. And maybe I didn't choose main as the main scene, so let's try running the current scene. Okay, so maybe we didn't choose main as the main scene when it bugged us to do that. All right, and then right now we should just be able to walk through everything. Yep. Okay, well, fart. That was a good idea. But thanks, Mielitary. Okay, so we need to add collision. Oh my god. You were going to suggest it before I started investigating? Yeah, well, that's okay. Because my player was in the corner. Yeah, that also I couldn't figure out either. And I was going to just look that up off stream because my plan was like, just don't put a wall over here and then it won't matter. You can just walk over and test the thing we're trying to figure out, which we've been trying to figure out for 2.5 hours, which is how to get walls that have collision. Okay, well, shit. Let's keep doing what we were doing, and then we'll come back to this. I would like to decide on how I want the characters to look. So what is the character sprite resolution for Stardew Valley? Wow, Friday Night at Freddy's is what was auto-completed there. What? Dude. Wow, cool. Wow, they're 32 by 64? No, okay. Unmodded sprites are limited to 16 by 32. Ooh, cool mod though. At least I didn't get stuck for 12 hours, wondering why the mathematical plane function was a different linear scale than your worldscape. Oh, dear God. A bunch of those words don't make sense to me. I can kind of guess at what they mean, but I do predict having all kinds of problems like that because I have no idea how to use Godot. Meowletary, I'm assuming that's something that's happened to you. Or maybe somebody you've watched. God, 12 hours sounds terrible. Okay, so 16 by 32 sounds correct. So... Why would you even want this mod that just scales the sprites up? It doesn't like replace them with some kind of like improved version of them. It just scales them to be larger. It did happen to you. All right. Well, my condolences. That sounds terrible. Okay, so what if we did do 32 by 64? Because doing anything higher than that, doing like 64 by 128 sounds like a lot. But I do want to be able to have nice fucking detail in the character sprites. But I can't just go crazy because then it's like much more work. And it means everything else in the world is much more work unless I did some insane thing like having the world be like 16 by 16 sprites that I just doubled in size to fit 32 by 32, and that would look terrible. You were working in 16 by 16? Honestly, I feel like 16 by 16 is all that I really need. But it's like I'm afraid that my inability to like make good pixel art would at least, like if I did 32 by 32, or for the case of a character, 32 by 64, I would at least, I'd have more room to convey the ideas that I want, more pixels. It's, like obviously it's a fucking art form for a reason. Conveying a clear and concise image at 16 by 16 is fucking hard. Like, if you actually look at sprites in like Stardew Valley, like it's actually like, oh wow, yeah, that looks like a fucking tomato. Like, good fucking job, Concerned Ape. You made super unrefined 3D models, rigged them with animations, and took 4-frame recordings. And then did you like convert them to 16 by 16 sprites? Because that would be really interesting. If you had the recordings were 16 by 16. I feel like there are some games that have done that, and it creates a very interesting look. And I think if you do it right, it can look really cool. If you do it wrong, you just lose detail and it looks like terrible. Like if you just convert a picture from like a regular photo of somebody into pixel art, it can look really bad. But yeah, if you had the right kind of like chunky, like you said, an unrefined 3D model, I bet that could look really cool. Shit, there's this game that the artist working on it posted on the Pixel Art subreddit. I can't remember what it's called, but you're like controlling this army of little tiny dudes against like giant weird monsters in like a weird like prison. And it looks like that's how he set up the animations, that he did like actual 3D animation and then just like recorded it in a very low resolution. But however he got it to work, it looks really cool. It looks unique and interesting. So I'd also like to look at like for like Pokemon Fire Red. What are the sprite resolutions? Because like the trainer itself, himself, herself, themselves, the trainers themselves, I think, have a good level of detail on them. So how would I? Oh, here we go. Okay, great. Google's just gonna give me an answer. Maybe it's gonna be wrong. Pokemon sprites in Fire Red are 64 by 64. Interesting. Whoa, somebody wants 80 by 80 sprites? I would like to know how to make 80 by 80 sprites with Pokemon Fire Red. What a weird... I'm sorry, I'm not good at English. Okay. That is a very weird statement. How would you do it with Pokemon Fire Red? Do you want 80 by 80s in Fire Red? Do you want to take the art from Fire Red and use an image editor to make them 80 by 80? Okay, so the Pokemon are 64 by 64, but what are the trainers in battle? And, you know, I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world to have overworld characters look like this. This is the thing that I don't want to do, though. I have thought about this. Giant ass heads. Fucking hate giant ass heads. I get it. It makes sense. That game, Cassette Beasts, has cool art. But giant ass heads. Giant ass motherfucking heads. I also think this style takes away from, like if players have different equipment they can put on. It's fucking sweet in games to be able to put on new gear and actually see it when your character's walking around. Then I feel like you appreciate it all the time. And Stardew Valley nails that a little bit. You can have, like I chose a shirt that looked like a fucking Charlie Brown shirt. I think even the name of the shirt has some kind of reference to Charlie Brown. I think it's called like Good Grief or something. So then maybe that's telling me that we either go with Stardew Valley sizes or double Stardew Valley sizes. And then like, oh, too bad that cool shirt you put on doesn't look as cool in the overworld, but when you're in like cutscenes and stuff and you see your character's portrait, like it'll look nice. Maybe. Ooh. Let's see. Trainer sprite resolution in Fire Red. Okay, so they're talking about Red and Fire Red, but they need to know the maximum box size for the trainer sprite in both games. Oh my god. Maximum box size sounds like they're going to try and make some kind of like giant replacement for the trainer art. 14 by 16 in red, blue, and yellow. What a weird size. I guess it's a 16 by 16 square, but they don't take up the whole thing. Okay. And then he's like, I'm talking about the battle sprites. That's what we're looking for, because unlike Pokemon, I want the game that I'm designing to be like the battle just takes place in the overworld map. So then I'm going to need at least as much detail as Pokemon Conquest, because that game, there's the only like time you're moving your character is in combat. But I do like the size of the trainer sprites, and I would like that to be the level of detail just moving around the overworld. 56 by 56. So it is probably 64 by 64. And so if we were thinking for Stardew Valley, they're 16 by 32 because they take up 2 blocks. So we would probably then do 32 by 64. That would make sense because if you look at, I think I'll get a similar level of detail. Because like if this is a 64 by 64 block, the character portrait is only taking up like half of that total area. So okay, I think we're gonna commit to 32 by 64, which means that the game's pixels will be the tile set will be 32 by 32. Write this down. And then maybe we'll look for some free tile sets. Top game assets tagged 32 by 32. Oh my god, the internet's so fucking cool. Sweet. Shikashi's Fantasy Icons pack. Oh my. What a cute little animation. Okay. So yeah, I think we'll keep looking at this stuff until the end of this section of the stream. I've only got 24 more minutes. Then when we start back next time, I'll make sure that I understand exactly what I'm doing to make collision and stuff. And then maybe we'll just do some art. Because I think if we look through different packs that are available, we might decide to kind of we'll let our color palette be informed by what assets there are. Like ideally we would come up with our own thing, but you know, this is just supposed to be a game demo. Man, I am so drawn to, whoa, cool animations. I love like monochromatic color palettes. The Minute game is so cool. It has such a look to it. I don't really think there's room for that to mesh well with a beast collecting game that has elements like fire and ice and lightning. I don't really know how you would you'd manage that. Hard to layer monotone, yeah, for sure. So I think we're gonna have to abandon that idea, but it looks so cool, just the like stark black and white. So now hold on. Okay, this did just say top assets. I put the word free in, but Google likes to just ignore keywords these days, and I get it, Google. You have a hard life. People are trying to fuck with your search optimizations. And also you want all the fucking money from your advertisements. So like I get it. It's hard. It's fucking hard out there for a search engine. But that's fine. We just filtered out everything that's not free. So okay, so we have a cool little RPG pack that we could use, at least for like icons of things. That might be useful. How many fucking things do we get? 200 icons. RPG Maker MV icons? Oh my god, is that supposed to be like a Roman numeral? There's no way there's like... Hold on. MV from Roman numerals to Arabic. Yeah, there's no way there's 1,005 versions of RPG Maker. That's insane. Holy shit, it's so many fucking icons. There's only 200? Are these the same icons but just with a different background color for you? Okay. Honestly, both of these sets of icons look pretty cool. The RPG Maker ones look cool, and his look cool. All right. Okay, so something like this might be useful. Although we have a bit of an issue, which is that this game is supposed to be like sci-fi and fantasy mixed, so we might have to copy his color palette and come up with some of our own pieces of equipment. And I guess what we could do is like recolor assets. Ooh. Well, that's just satisfying to look at. Cool spell effects, bro. Might be hard to recolor those if we needed to change them. I see RPG Maker MZ. Oh my god. Okay, so then they've just gone with some extra naming scheme where M means something. Is M like for mobile or something? Like it's optimized to be functional on mobile or something? Swords and staffs. Actually, shoot, I passed the thing I wanted to see, which was like ruins. So we're going to have a like mashup of future environments, like violently mixed with like medieval fantasy environments. Ah, cute little golem dude. You'd be less surprised if they just chose the coolest looking letters of the alphabet. Is M a cool letter? Z is a cool letter. X, Y, and Z, absolutely cool letters. I don't know about M. I have like zero opinion on whether M is cool or not. Oh my god. This is very cute. So then I'm assuming the idea is that there is a free version of this pack, and then maybe like bundle 2 costs you money or something. Bro, this looks fucking cool. Like it could be a bit more unique and stylized, but like that looks great. Oh, that's cute. Somebody asked this artist to work on an MMO with them. That's fun. Damn, yeah, this shit's cool looking. Okay, so this seems like a cool idea. So we're gonna just leave you open. This guy's tile asset was pretty cool. GUI assets, like for the HUD. All right. 7 collections with 11 themes. Damn, dude. It's like an overwhelming amount of free stuff available. That's fucking cool. Ah, free tiny hero sprites. Very cute. So I like the way that this is presented. I do like the isometric style. But I don't know. I think that's going to be harder to deal with art-wise. Pokemon Conquest does a pretty good pretty good job with the fact that you're never, because of the way the camera is presented in this isometric style, you're never directly looking at a creature's back. You're looking at their back from a side or the other side of their back. And that looks really good in Conquest, but I think the end result is that I would have to do a lot more work with like fucking perspective. And I think that is an extra challenge and maybe not a good idea for someone who's made like 5 pieces of pixel art in their life. Free lively NPCs. That's cute. Oh my god. One of them is like an old man with a beard and his beard is just like fucking flapping. More free visual effects. Okay, this holy spell situation is very cool. Oh, and it's pack number 3. All right. All right. And I guess for certain spells, we could use this interesting monochrome situation. We could just make the make the black layer transparent. I don't know what kind of spells would just be like pure white. Be interesting to, I haven't even decided what elements I'll be utilizing in game yet. Essentially what I plan to do is look at Dungeons and Dragons, Pokemon, Genshin Impact, a bunch of other games that have elements, and kind of decide what aspects of them I like. Like for Pokemon, like dragon's not an attack type. It's a kind of creature you could be. But like dragons breathe like fire, so like dragon breath would be fire element. It's not dragon element. I get that part of the intention of Game Freak doing that is to create a deep and balanced game. But that's stupid. I don't like that. I personally don't like that. Not a fan of dragon, lizard, but big, and fire. Also fly. Yeah, I feel like the moment Pokemon is like Harry Potter, and the moment you start examining certain aspects of it, it makes no fucking sense. I like the idea of a creature being able to be a fire type because it is innately attuned with the fire element, and it might also be a dragon. It also might not be a dragon, but you can't really have a dragon attack. It doesn't. Also bug. So like basically I want something like the Pokemon setup, but you know, we're gonna take out bug, we're gonna take out dragon, no flying, maybe like a wind element. Wind is an okay idea for an element. The way that it would damage things, the way that like, I don't know, like Avatar, you can be an airbender, you can affect the air, cause wind or storms. Although then that starts to overlap with like water element. But that seems way better than flying. Like that's just a description of what a creature does. Fucking weird. Also, there are non-flying ways to make wind. So like it's, oh man, fucking Pokemon stupid. Fairy type, what the fuck? That one I think is probably the best of them because, I don't know, you could have like Fey magic that only fairies know how to do, I suppose. But then I feel like that would actually mean that the magic itself has some other source of energy, and it's that energy that determines what element it is, like whether it's arcane or radiant, something like that. Oh, this is a cute pack. It's so like simple. So I've toyed with the idea of thinking that the first game that I make, which will be called Scribe, that like it will take place in like a retro world, and that will be part of the story. Like, I don't know, your world got destroyed and some super powerful machine saved you, but they couldn't save you in a high fidelity world. You're stuck in like a retro world. And something like this would be very fun for that. It's too simple, but it's very cute. Ghost Pokemon used to be psychic type. Now they're a novel spiritual phenomenon separate from the mortal realm. Yeah, it's like stuff like that is cool because they're trying to balance the game and add depth to it, but it's confusing. I think it's both confusing and just nonsensical when you actually get down to it. But it is cool. And yeah, they're separate from Dark type. It is weird that like if you look at Haunter, especially the early sprites of Haunter, what is Dark type Panthers? But yeah, so I was gonna say something similar to that. Like when you look at the original sprite for Haunter, he's like black. He's like a weird, deep, purpley black. Now their purple is much brighter and pink, the like Ghastly Haunter Gengar family. But like original Haunter, if anybody's gonna be a dark type, that motherfucker looks like a dark type. But like, nope, he's ghost poison. Eat a dick. Like fucking, like what? Like what even is dark type? How is bite a dark type attack? Like what the fuck does that mean? It's weird. But again, I get it. You can't have everything be thematically perfect. It's very difficult. But games that get that like nail like 95% on theme with the mechanics, like it feels awesome. Like I was playing Half-Life Alyx in VR, and you don't just heal yourself, you fucking use this crazy weird alien machine to heal yourself, and the aliens use weird bugs for their technology. So like the machine, you like pull down a lever and there's like a bug in a cylinder and it like squishes the bug, and all the goop that comes out of the bug is liquid that heals you, so you only get so much heal because there's only so much bug goop, and you can watch it disappear. And like shit like that is like, wow, you could have just made a healing station. Or you could think about like how the fucking weird alien species you created would function, which you already did, and then what would their healing machine be like? And then boom, you have a cool on theme healing situation. These are kind of cool. Like mineral things. Interesting. We'll definitely have materials like that. It's empty, it splashes your feet with the bug excess. That'd be pretty funny. And yeah, your feet are not visible. It's very well designed. It's very self-contained, so I don't... Whoa. The scroll bar just freaked out trying to load more assets. Ooh, planets? Planets could be cool. The setting for my story is our solar system, but after being violently mixed with a different fantasy world. So we'll definitely travel around different planets, but they're not just going to be regular ass planets. They're like planets that have been like violently intermixed with other planets from a different place. But still, these might be a good starting position to make like a little map, like an atlas you interact with. A capybara, very cute. Very cute. Love capybaras. I don't know who doesn't. Ooh, cool. So magic potions. Is that, and that looks like the same stuff as this. It's too bad it doesn't just straight out list the artist. So I am gonna open that one. That seems pretty cool. Oh, cool portraits, dude. Get like a bigger view of that. Cool. The art style almost looks like a pixel art version of, damn, a certain graphic design style. I don't have the words for it, but they look very cool. Intentionally not detailed. Oh, damn, you can tell this guy looks pissed though. What is this supposed to be? Like some kind of bird creature? Those are eyes? Yeah. That's pretty cool. Don't think that's something we would end up using though. Parallax backgrounds. Cool. That's fun. This won't be useful, but that's fun. Maybe for some other project in the future. Oh, the premium one. Ooh. Premium does look better. It's just got some foreground pixel art. Oh, and a second layer of clouds. Oh my. Fancy. How much do you want for premium, buddy? $5? That's not a whole lot. 3 icons for a mine location. Ooh. Those look pretty cool. I think if we can manage to use as many of this guy's icon packs as possible. Where's your name? Who did this? I want to know. Oh my god, their name is Free Game Assets. Holy shit. That's pretty funny. Alright, fuck. Where's the tab with the search engine, with the search that I opened? Okay, there we go. Oh my god. A moon isometric tile set. Damn, this shit's so cool. At some point, I'd like to do a game jam when I actually know how to use Godot. It'd be fun to just like get whatever the game jam prompt is and then browse through stuff like this to get inspiration. Zombie characters. A modern tile set? So it would be nice to find something like this for the parts of the setting that take place in like sci-fi future areas, but just won't mesh. So I think I may have to choose the best either fantasy or sci-fi tile set and then make my own of the other tile set, just using a similar color palette. Goblin loot icons, sweet. Sweet. Free world atlas. Interesting. What do you mean by that, buddy? Just a bunch of different, like this is just a 2D tile set. Can I use this sprites for my game? Cute. If they're free, you probably can. You're inspired to make a game about looting goblins? Well, you've got your loot icons right here. Man, this free game assets person has made a lot of cool shit. I do like the model of like make stuff for free, and then if people like it, maybe they'll buy some of your other not free stuff. Ooh, skill icons. That's pretty cool. There's also a website called like Free Game Icons or something, and they have all sorts of like scaling and exporting options. I might just end up using that. Although that's pretty cool. Ooh, and they are specifically cyberpunk icons, so we might see something in there that's useful for the sci-fi aspects of our game. Yummy food! Oh my god, there's fucking French fries. Cute little chibi person eating a donut. Oh fuck, I want a donut. I usually get a donut on Saturdays, but we had friends visiting this weekend, so we didn't go get donuts. Ultimate top-down pixel art asset and monsters. Free pack. 50 plus asset elements is what that says. Very cute. Very cute. Oh my god, this blob guy. Holy shit. Fucking love it, dude. Oh, a tree dude that like comes out of the ground. Bro. Very cute. Good animations. The art of the characters is okay. Okay, no, the art of this guy is great. I love this guy. Oh, a little slime with horns. Oh my god. Very cute. Don't know if that's anything we'd want to be fucking with. More stuff by Free Game Assets. Idlewild. Cool name. Idlewild's Armory. Ooh. Cool armor icons. 1-bit Doomland kit. Cool, dude. A little busy. Their example images are a little busy. I think they need to do a bit more like at the top here. Minute is not afraid to just let a lot of the screen be black and just have sparse details throughout, and I think that works so well. Cute. A little weird the treasure chest is throbbing, breathing. Oh my god, and it just keeps going. Okay. Holy shit. Exclusion zone tile set. Dang. Only you were top down. A dungeon temple tile set. Wow, it's so simple. Looks pretty good though. Cool. Motion draws the eye. Spinning coins look more valuable. That's interesting. I would think they would be more noticeable. That would be funny to do a study. Maybe it's already been done that people think a spinning coin is more valuable. I would just think it's the game's way of making me notice it. Although I really like I like games where coins like bounce. Like if you kill something and then this like loot kind of like bounces out of it and then stops. And then maybe it could like do a little like light, have a little light glint off of it or something so you know it's there. I'm not a huge fan of spinning coins. Just floating in the air. Why are they doing that? That's weird. Paladin. Not paladin skill icons. Paladin. Cool. You personally, a bouncing coin you're likely to ignore unless you can't. Why? What's wrong with a bouncing coin? I personally wouldn't put it in a game because I'm all about like thematic realness. But does it look suspicious? Like that coin shouldn't be fucking bouncing. Sus. Kind of. It'd be interesting to try different loot options, like animations. Because like to me it's so satisfying to like defeat an enemy and to like see loot not just like appear or float above it, but to have it actually like fall out of them, almost like explode out of them. It's fucking sweet. Well, okay. Some kind of cyberpunk interior. Something like this could be useful. Ooh, I like the doors, bro. Cool doors. Ooh. Cool. I've used this asset in the final scene of my video game. That's cute. Great asset. But there are a pixel offset. Nothing critical, just saying. Oh, that's too bad. You could fix that pretty easily. Thanks for letting me know. I'll fix it the next update. Ah, cool. Such a like jolly, chill vibes in this place. Oh crap! It put me way higher. Where is the cyberpunk thing? I want it. Okay, we might utilize that. Oh, cool. Lunar surface. Bro, how cute. Oh my god, I fucking love monochrome stuff. I was also thinking it would be fun. It would be very difficult, but it would be fun to have like the idea of the game be that you start in a monochrome world and because you were like saved by a super powerful machine that was like, okay, I didn't have the assets to save you in a high fidelity world, but now like you gotta like help me collect the assets to make the world high fidelity. So then like you do some shit and then you introduce color into the world bit by bit. Be fucking cool. So then there's no reds until you do some things, and then like, okay, now you can do fire because there's a red color in the palette now. I'm like, oh, you got blue, so now you got ice and water. I think it could be presented in a visually like satisfying way to see this monochrome worlds slowly turn colored. Ooh, monochrome monsters, bro. Cool. Fucking elephant? Hell yeah. Giant crab? Hell yeah. Some humanoids? Yeah. A jester skeleton dude, maybe? Weird little goblin guy. Cool. Cool. Good job with minor detail. Like, good job with good detail while still being limited by a minor, a very low number of pixels. Very cool looking. Community made SRPG tile set. That's cool. Dang. All right. Damn it. It scrolled me back up. Cool, a moon mage. Fun. Okay. Well, I think we need to be done here for now. I'm going to look back at the different assets before next week when we stream game design again. And I'll actually choose some assets to base our color palette on. Think about that more. And then we'll get the collision with the doors working correctly. And then maybe switch to the new assets we're going to use. Maybe make like the main character. Draw the main character. I don't know. We'll figure it out. This was a bit of a slow day because of the silly problems that I encountered in Godot, but that's going to be the process. We're going to just take baby steps whenever we can. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to play Temetsi, which is a quite difficult puzzle game based on Minesweeper. It is kind of breaking my balls. We're getting up to the point where it might be too hard for me. So, thanks for hanging out, dudes. And if I see you after the break, then I'll see you after the break.